They're like, it's her activewear line.
It's my activewear line.
And it's like, Kate Hudson works out. Kate
Fatletics?
Hudson.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought it's in the new commercials, the one where I'm like running and it's like crazy, and then I'm like.
But then you're like stretching, you're like going things like that. I mean, it makes me want to buy it, but it's just for women.
You don't remember doing that?
Interesting. Maybe it's a different
Maybe it was
commercial.
hidden cameras.
It might have been.
I haven't seen that
Might have been
commercial.
from-
I know that
Kung
she
Fu
can
Panda
stretch. This is what I gained from those commercials.
Was it Fatletics?
Fatletics.
Fatletics.
Yes. Okay, this is not a commercial for her activewear
I'm going to
line.
have to talk to you about the name of that product, because branding is important.
Andrew from Fox. First question for you guys is, what does it take to be a kung fu master? What does it take?
Well, you got to be a master of chi. You know, I think it's very spiritual, though. Kung fu has always been sort of associated with meditation. You know, you see those people in the park doing that real slow Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Guess what? That's Kung Fu. It's just super slow, so you don't think it's a good fighting technique. But speed it up. What happens? That's what it takes.
Do you have some moves? Do you have kung fu moves? I know you can stretch.
I can't follow that.
I'm sorry. I really set the bar pretty high. Right out of the gate. No, but you understand chi.
Yeah.
You're going to have to talk about chi.
See, chi is how, he's right. Like, mastering chi is about mastering your energy flows and, like, how to bring that up from the ground up into your center and then out, right? And then knowing when
To stop.
when to chi.
Who taught you chi?
When Master Liu.
Master Liu. Was it just L-U? I'm pretty sure it's an L-I-U.
I
Master
want
Liu.
I want to know.
Master Liu, he's actually quite amazing. He's a real healer, and Master Liu did something on me one time where he was sort of, and I thought like, okay, what's going on here? And he was scanning my body, and then I felt this like electrical surge. He could have tasered me. No, but it was no. I actually felt my body. Like a surge of energy go through my body at one point when he was sort of, my eyes were.
Are you sure the Fabletics wasn't too tight?
The Fabletics? No. How did this get around to your product placement? Did you guys have a deal?
I'm trying to sell clothes for her, Jack.
No, but yeah, and he taught me how to, embrace my chi.
What has been the Panda community's reaction to this latest version of the film? What do the Pandas have to say?
Oh, what do the Pandas have to say about this film? I think the Pandas are very pleased because, there's a lot more Pandas in the film. All the other two films.
They finally feel like they're a part of, really, as a community, a part of the film.
Exactly.
Do you have
we employed a lot of Pandas in this film.
Is there a kinship? Do you have a kinship now with the Pandas? Do you?
You know what's really weird? I actually do kind of have this. I feel like the panda might be becoming my spirit animal.
Why?
Well, before I started this movie, I was walking through a art exhibit, and there was this panda, the Rob Pruitt panda, right? And
is he an artist?
He's an artist, yeah. And the Pruitt, he did all these pandas, these glitter pandas. And there's one that
Sculptures or paintings?
No, they're paintings. And there's one that I really wanted. Then it was just it was kind of too expensive. But I loved it so much. Then I got a call to come do this, and then I got another call to do another movie that has something to do with pandas.
You should do it, and
think
then you'll be able to afford the Pruitt panda. I know those fine artists who charge a lot of money nowadays.
Andrew from Fox.
All right, we're speeding.
Do you always do it that way?
Yeah, kind of.
When you're at a bar and you meet someone, you say, "What do you do?" You say, "Andrew from Fox."
Basically. I want to know what is the Panda community's thoughts on Kung Fu Panda 3? What do they think about the film?
What a great question. I think they hate it. I think they feel exploited. I think that they feel it's a superficial, that there are not enough people that are individuals. I think that it's a cartoon version of what they really are, because they're not all the same.
is there a kinship now? Do you feel a kinship with animals, with pandas? Do
Yes,
they flock to you in zoos?
Well, I haven't met a panda, but I've always loved animals about as deeply as you can. I think that's why you're asking the question. What do you have a dog? Cat? Fish?
I had a fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I do believe that animals, there is a deeper intelligence than we're aware of. There is a picture that was in Daily Beast or one of those things I saw it on, and it's you can Google anything now, but it's a kangaroo, and it's a male kangaroo that's over the female kangaroo, and it's trying to lift it up, and the baby kangaroo is right there, and the female kangaroo is dying, and it's as if the male kangaroo knows it, and he's trying to, say goodbye. It is one of the most extraordinary photographs I've ever seen, and seriously, I do think animals have personalities. I think they have an intelligence that we're not aware of, and I also feel that about insects too. So I think everything is alive. I mean, we have, let's go out of the thing now, but we have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
That has more information on it now than the people who sent the first spaceship to the moon. Maybe God knows how much more. Now, what that means to me is, because I don't know how any of this stuff can work, but I do know that we have billions of brain cells. And an insect has many more than we realize, and we just don't know about the extent of their intelligence yet, and I think one day we may.
So I want to ask you, you've been in this business now a couple years.
Yeah.
What surprised you kind of the most about then till now in your journey in this business?
Great question. Huge difference, rather. I was talking about it the other day. I started studying in 1958. I went to New York to study. I happened to meet two guys that I roomed with, and they were Bob Duvall and Gene Hackman. Both of them, of course, quite older than me. And I waited on tables for 10 years. Gene Hackman moved up and down for movers, 6 floors, tenements. Duvall worked in the post office at midnight to 8. And all we ever dreamed about or wished for is that one day we could make a living out of what we are doing in terms of studying, and make a living doing good work. Never was there any mention of, I want to be a star. How do you become a star? And that's all I hear now when people come, how do I make it? And that is the biggest difference, is that it was really about doing quality work. And I can understand how it's different now, because you do a porno that gets out and you're a star. And it's all changed, so it was about the work. Nevertheless, there's some great work being done. What's interesting is that when I was working with my friends, they now call it the golden age of Hollywood. And it meant that studios were making these films that turn out to be very good. Studios, by and large, don't make them anymore. They don't want to hit a single or a double or a triple. They want a home run. And it doesn't mean there's less good work, but it means they're indies, and that means that independent film companies are making them, and they're happy with a single or a double. It reminds me of a thing I heard about Donald Trump lately. It was a good line. Donald Trump was born on third base and suddenly felt as he was growing up that he hit a triple. I think that's good.
Thank you, Dustin, so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.